What's going on, folks? Klutch here once again. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Oakfield Farm. We're just in the process. We're working with the Ford here for a bit. We've got the bigger tires back on. We took the skinnies off. Man, we've been moving a lot of pallets of wool lately. You can see I've been trying to get them out of my way because I keep on knocking them. But let's take a look in here. Look at all the wool we got. I got a ton of wool. Now, yeah, it's not worth a whole heck of a lot, unfortunately. I find that wool's a little undervalued, in my humble opinion. But we'll see. Anyways, I've got water filling up right now. I need to go take that over to the horse pasture. So let's jump in the Nissan. We're going to head over to the horse pasture, take care of our horses for a bit today. We got to take a look at them. We got a lot of animals to take care of today, to be perfectly honest. It's going to be kind of an animal-focused day, but you know what? There's something else we need to do as well. I think we need to do a little bit of fertilizing or prepping in our field. We're running low on a couple things, so we need to start growing again. We're going to get back in the field today for a bit, but that's kind of what's going on today. So a little bit of animal tending and then a little bit of field prep work. All right, well, let's get to her, guys. Pitter patter.
Klutch simulations.
All right, guys. Man, let's make our trip over. Now, this thing, I've got that trailer attached to the back of this particular truck, little Nissan here, and I find the only way to drive it is first person. If I go third person, I find I'm all over the road. So if I go first person, though, I can just kind of cruise, not a problem, and we're okay. Let's go buy this guy here. No. Oh, I guess I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Let's get out of here. Nice. All right. So, man. So you can see our money right now. We got 200 grand currently in our bank. I've taken 2 loads over to the BGA, and I don't know if I've been paid for all of them yet. Man, you know, I don't even know how many days it's been. It's been probably 3, maybe 4 days since our last episode. And oh, sorry, I'm encroaching here. But the BGA has not been paying out well. It's been brutal. Now, we had a mod on the enhanced BGA, and it wasn't actually taking any of it out. It was using, like, I don't know, maybe 3,000 liters of the silage per day. Go buy this guy too. I think our turn is coming up, though. Yeah, here's our turn right here. So it just wasn't taking that much out of the BGA. It was almost worthless. I was getting $1,500, something like that. You know, perfect. Yeah, so we were getting next to no money for all that silage that we poured into the BGA. It was less than worthwhile. I was getting charged basically for the transportation. That's what it was covering. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Now, it's kind of frustrating because we've done wool, and that didn't pay out great either. I mean, we've made a couple grand. And now we're using the BGA, and I've taken the mod off, and it seems like I think we got $8,000 at midnight last night. So that's not bad, but I mean, I've dumped 100,000 liters of silage into the BGA, and that's all we've gotten so far. I bet you it's less than $10,000 is what we've got for that so far. That is not worthwhile in my book whatsoever. Where's our horses? All right, here we are. Alright, let's pull right on in here. Oh, yep, gate's closed, of course. That's probably a good thing, right? Boom. So all our horses are looking pretty good. They're, I think most of which are above like 60 or 70% right now. So, well, at least half of them are. I think we're at half and half, something along those lines, maybe a little bit more. I haven't sold any off except for the first day. I think the first 2 that we sold right off the bat. Where's the horse's water go? Far side, far side. Yeah, so we haven't been selling any of the horses off the last couple days at all. I'm trying to get them fully leveled before I sell them all off. Let's see here. Perfect. Alright, we'll drain that in. That should make our horses happy. Now, the one thing I am running out on here, I don't have any oats. Well, I've got a little bit of oats still left in the silo from when we first started, the ones we were given when we first began. But that is it. I've not done a field of oats yet. I'd rather not buy oats. I find oats to be kind of expensive. So I'd rather not purchase oats if I don't have to. As well, we're out of straw. We have 0 straw on the farm. We've never had really straw, to be perfectly honest. We've always bought it because I sold all of it by accident. Better close this up again. Whoa. Stop that there. Close this all back up. So that is going to be one of the bigger fields I think that we're going to do is going to be a oat field. Because we go, well, we obviously get, wait a minute. Oh, they only took 57%. That's alright. So we obviously get oats and straw from one crop then. It's kind of doing double duty. And I need both of those products kind of sooner than later now. So that's one of the fields we're going to focus on today is that. So I'm going to go up and take care of that big field I think we have. That's going to be oats. It's going to be a lot of work to harvest it, but it'll be worthwhile. The other 2 fields I want to work on is just cash crops. I still want to get straw though, I think. Man, I don't know. We've only got 3 fields that we're really using as crop fields, and that seems to be more than enough, but I was so hoping the grass silage would pay out better than it has been. It's really not worth it right now. I'm kind of disappointed, guys. I just thought we'd get better cash, more bang for our buck there. Whoa. Nice. Alright, well, let's head back over to the farm. Like I said, we got to figure out how we're going to deal with our little field prep work here. Shouldn't be too bad, but I do need to get those fertilized. So let's start looking at options for that. Alright, so all taken care of. We're back. I need to take care of the sheep quickly. I just noticed they're a little low on food. Now, that being said, our horses actually are quite a bit less. Having a lot less chance of getting food right now. I need to take some grass down there. I got nothing. Or is it hay? No, I need hay down there. That's what it is. Yeah, it's not a great situation for them right now. They're doing okay, but I need grass and I need oats down there. I just it's frustrating. What do you do? So I need our snowblower. You can see how much of our silage we've taken up here. But we are full in the TMR production area. Let's see, she's looking good. Yeah, 100,000 liters of silage in there. But straw is only 50,000, so that's kind of what we're... oh. No, I don't want to dump any more silage. Get rid of the silage. Dump it all. I don't want to use it. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not at all what I wanted to do. We'll have to dump that out quickly before we go here. So I need to fill this with some grass. Now, these hay bales here, I've got the hay bales mixed up. I put grass hay bales here. I should have put hay bales. Grass bales? Yeah. Come on, give me this. I should have put the grass bales here. Or no, the hay bales here and the grass bales on the other side because I don't need the grass bales right beside the TMR production area. It's kind of in the way, to be perfectly honest. Oh well, I'll have to deal with that for now. Let's see if I can get out of this. Come on. Oh, come on. Need to clean this stuff up. What a mess. Go, 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 go. Up and over. Nice. Alright, so I should... Oh, no, I can't even unload this, can I? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, we can unload it quickly. We get rid of whatever's in here. Get all the way out. Alright, we'll just jump on the ground then. That's fine. I gotta clean that area up. I've been making a mess there as I've been working away for the last couple days. Just trying to get our cattle set and ready. They're doing pretty good right now. I can't really complain. So, like I said, there's our hay bales are right there and behind. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so the hay bales are right in behind the cattle pasture. I've gone through quite a few of those because everything needs hay. Not everything needs grass. Grass is kind of the only thing we need grass for is our sheep. I took too much grass. I shouldn't have made that many grass bales. But too late now. Not to mention the fact we have all this loose grass right here still. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to use most of this up right now. I bet you we're not going to be much left. Drop her down. We'll fill that up. Perfect. But I wanted to get this out of here anyways. It's in my way. Every time I come in here, it's kind of driving me crazy. Perfect. And we are up to, I believe, 72 sheep now. We have a ton of sheep, which is fantastic. It means we're making tons of wool. It's just not a big money maker. I think this pen will hold, or this pasture will hold 300. So I've got a ways to go before I can start really slaughtering our sheep constantly. There we go. Got to figure out which side to tip this on, that's all. Oh, I didn't mean to go rear, but that's alright. I never remember the key to change the tipping direction. I always have to mess with that every single time. I could probably just use the keyboard keys. I think it's I, but anyways. Go put this away. Lock the sheep back in their pen. Look at the grass in there. It's ready to be cut again, too. It's been a few days. We'll go put this all away. Next thing is, well, we've got to start working on that field. I need to start prepping that field that I was talking about where I want to do some oats in. So, well, it's being plowed right now. But we also need to, I believe we need to lime it. Do we need to lime it? No, I don't think we need to lime it. We need to fertilize it. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, definitely need to fertilize it. So, we'll take care of that and see what our options are going to be there. Let's go take a look at what we can do with that. Perfect. So, one of the things I want to get taken care of is we've got a lot of slurry happening right now. So, I went and purchased this Joskin slurry injector. That's something we're going to use to maybe inject some slurry into that field to fertilize. And as well, there's something over here. Now, since we've gone with the Holsteins, they don't create a ton of manure. That's just the way the breed is, I guess. So they make a lot more slurry. Manure is not a lot. Now, we've had this little manure spreader back here for quite some time, actually. I just had a park back here, actually, from the get-go. I thought we'd be using a lot more manure. And I wasn't sure what to do with it, so let's give it a shot. I haven't not used this one before. I hope this works the way I'm expecting here. We'll see. We get some manure spread on those fields. I don't have a lot of manure, though, so I don't even know how much of this is going to be all that useful. It really depends. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So the way the manure is in here is kind of strange. It's all piling up. Miss. Oh, that was close. Inside here. That's all our manure. It's an odd spot for it. I'm wondering if it's doing that because I thought this was going to be the manure pit, to be perfectly honest. I thought it would just kind of fill in behind our bales, and then we move the bales out of the way once it got to that point. But for some reason, it's all in there. I didn't know that for this map. Is that right? I have no idea. So let's see if we can get in here. Watch out, cows! Alright, we'll open this thing up. Don't squish into the roof. Good. Drop her down. And fire this up. Perfect. Man, I love this snowblower attachment. I use this for everything. Alright, there we go. We're full. So, we'll turn that off. You know what? We're going to leave that there. We don't need that anymore. Let's just take this up the hill to the field. I think we've got the Kloss is working away. He's plowing that field for us. We'll go give him a hand with a little bit of fertilizing. Oh, better remember to lock this field up first. Up at the top here, look at this. Just going to town. This is a big field for, I think it's like an 8-meter plow we got on there. It's some John Deere 8-meter plow. Doing a pretty good job. It's missing the corners a little bit, but that's what happens with horseplay, I guess. Let's fire this up. And we'll see if we can kind of use some of this. I don't know how much we're going to get out of this. This is not a ton. Like, we've already used 5%. If I get around once, I'm going to be lucky. Yeah, whatever. We're going to use it. It's free fertilizer, I suppose. Ah, man, it's just not worth it, though. Maybe on one of my smaller fields, I would have been a bit better off. Like 10% to do this. I'm just going to do a couple back and forths in here. We'll see if we can get the edges up on this side, this far corner. Otherwise, there's just not much point. I'm hoping the slurry goes a bit further. It usually does for me. But right now, the manure just does not go very far. I found that's the same on, I think it was Michigan, we were messing with manure. Oh, man. That's going to be a struggle. Get up that hill. There we go. Good. Actually, the texturing on this plow looks a little different than normal texturing, does it not? That doesn't look normal to me. I might be wrong, but it looks a little bit different than what I am used to seeing for most textures. Huh, interesting. Cool. So we've got, like I said, 72 sheep right now. The cattle are, oh man, are we around 30 still? We're not too much above 30, I don't think. I think we're around 30 mark. The horses were maxed out, I think, at 16. I don't want to do any more animals. We have enough animals to take care of. I find I'm like just tending to the animals right now. That's my day. That is everything I can do right now is just the animals. Let's spin this around here. The horses, of course, I find are probably one of the easiest maintenance guys. If you want to start off with animals and get into the animals right off the bat, horses are always, they're easy maintenance. They're so easy. The water that we went and dropped off first thing this morning, that was only half of the. I think they only used half their water. That was half of one of the fill trailers. So it was like next to nothing. Definitely worthwhile going back and doing horses with. I mean, it takes 9 days to get full value for it, but they don't eat a lot. They don't require a lot of water. They're just easy maintenance. I rarely go up there, and it's been about a week now. Like I said, we're almost ready to sell off a bunch of them at full value, and I haven't had to do much work. I've barely been up there. I go up there maybe once every, I guess, 2 or 3 in-game days just to go check on them, maybe send some water up. I fed them once. I've had to refill the trough once with oats and hay. That is it. That is absolutely it. It's ridiculous how little they actually eat in the grand scheme of things. We have, 16 in there. And now by the time that they're ready to go, that's going to be, what is it, every 2 days? I'm hoping to get 95,000 or be 100,000. It'd be 50,000 per horse, right? So we'll sell off 2 per day, and we'll start making 100,000, then rebuy them for 5,000 each, and every 2 days or whatever, every day we'll sell off 2 more. It'll be it's an easy way of making money, I find, once you get to that point. Now, the cattle, yeah, they can be worthwhile. We'll see. The sheep are easy going for the most part as well. That being said, they're starting to require a bit more as far as once we have the amounts we have. And especially on this map, I'm finding that sheep or the wool staging point, the wool trigger point, is always full. Every night I come back and it's telling me that there's a bunch of wool that has been placed and they have no place to put it, and that's kind of annoying. I have to admit. Yeah, I wish we had more room for wool there, but we don't. So that's kind of driving me a little bit batty. I don't know. Anyways, let me finish this off. We're almost out of manure here. We're going to go grab that slurry injector next. I'm going to go finish off. We have a little bit more manure. I'll probably bring it up here as well just to get rid of it. It didn't really do much. This was a pretty small portion of this field for that much manure. But the Holsteins don't make a lot of manure, so they make a lot more slurry. Let's go get the slurry, and we'll do that next. All right, so we're all hooked up to our brand new slurry injector. Funny thing was, so I've got all these grass bales here, and I don't really need all of them. I could, but they're so easy to make. I decided to toss a couple into the barn there, the sell point. I got 450 bucks, I think it was, per bale. That is way more than what I'm getting from the biogas plant for TMR. Like, way more. Yeah, I don't think it makes any sense to make the TMR. I think I'm just going to sell the bales. For the amount of time it makes... yeah, no, this does not make sense. Alright, so let's see here. Now, I was hoping that you'd see Slurry in here. It seems like that would be a logical thing, is that Slurry would kind of show up inside, or is that it down there? I don't know. Anyways, we have like 30,000 liters of it, I think, something along those lines. 32,000, there you go. Capacity of 80. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up. I wish it did. I wish it really did. I'm glad we don't have to smell it, but I wish it did show up. Now, I wish that I had the claws for this. Like, I'm definitely struggling back up this hill to get up here. You can see, but he's busy in the field. It's probably a better suited job for him right now. We'll use the do-its, and we'll use that for definitely for the injecting. It says we should only need about 100 and I want to say 80 horsepower for this particular. That's what the recommendation is for this this injector. We're running a little over 200, I think 235, I think, with the do-its off the top of my head. It should be able to handle it, but I mean, there's just so many hills on this map that it doesn't really surprise me we are struggling. We made it up to the top, but we were down to 4 miles an hour there. Alright, so you can see how far we got here. We also did pretty much the whole base. I bet you we did a good third of the map of this field with manure. I'm actually not as disappointed as I originally was, if that makes any sense. Oh, didn't get quite far enough over. Let's back this up. There we go. And drop that down. see if I can get it right over to the edge here so I get it all and fire it up. All right, there we go. Bob's your uncle. Cool. All right, well, we're going to start injecting this all with some slurry. Hopefully, oh man, we're going through a ton of that as well. Look at that. We're just going through so much of it. All right, so I just decreased the spray rate. Let's see if that makes any kind of a difference. It's still going to go pretty quick, I'm thinking, but maybe not as bad as it was. Man, it is not cheap to go with an organic farm. I tell you, like, you need to have a lot of manure and a lot of slurry. All right, well, this is a little bit better. So I decreased the spray rate down to, I think it's 10. That's not as bad, but it's still not fantastic. Spin this right around. I'm going to do the top portion, then scooch down to the bottom afterwards. I'm not going to do the headlands. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, that makes more sense. If we dumb it down, because it's about 5 times less than what the base is. So that's not as bad. Oh, as bad as my driving in this field. Let's get over there. Let's get over there. All right, perfect. That's better. We'll have to go back and touch that up later on. Anyways, guys, that is really going to do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Also, let me know what you guys think about our little trucking escapades we did. Was yesterday. That video has not been released at the time of me recording this yet, so I have not read any comments. But if you did not comment on yesterday's video, let me know what you guys thought of that. I would love to hear if you like that idea. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed both series, so let me know what you guys thought in the comments, or if you have any questions, of course, on what we're doing here in Oakfield. I'd love to hear from you guys. Drop it down in the comments. Like I said, I do read every comment. I try to reply to actually almost everyone as well, so leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. But other than that, make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you guys next time. This is Klutch on Oakfield Farm. Over and out.